Hey, looks like Christmas season is upon us again, and we're going to work on We Three Kings. One of my students that's in a local jazz band brought this chart in, so I wanted to go through it a little bit. Again, we're going to be using the shell voicings that we've been using, and this is a jazz waltz. And it's essentially working quite a bit around the key of C. And so we start out with D minor 7 going to E7, and the rhythm here is a little bit interesting. A lot of the time we're going to come in on the and of 1 and hit 3. So the line 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. That's how we're going to play it through. So in our start, we've got D minor 7 going to E minor 7. So I'll play that. We got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Excuse me, that should be E major 7 flat 5. So I'm going to play that there. I'm going to run through that second bit again, where we're going from B flat 7 to A flat 7 to E major 7 flat 5. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that sits there. Now in my voicing, I'm not playing a flat 5, so I don't really care. Number one. Number two, I wouldn't play a flat 5 anyway. I would play a sharp 11. If you don't know what that means, come and see me. I'll explain it that way. But the long and short of it is it's the same pitch, but it's a different function. So that means it's thought of as something different, played a little differently. But for now, I'm playing E, it's major 3rd, G sharp, and then the major 7th here, which would not be E flat, it would be D sharp. Okay? So anyway, what's happening is that I'm playing that note, and if I played the sharp 11, I would probably put it, where would I put that? I'd probably put that there. So then my line would be, it would sit there like that. It's more of a finishing line. You know, if I've got okay, so it kind of sits there and finishes. But nonetheless, that's what's charted here. With most extensions on your chart, if you're playing in a big band situation, throw out all your extensions. Just play your shell voicing. Okay. So again, we're going from B flat 7 to A flat 7 to E flat. I want to use an E flat, but it's an E natural, but it's major 7. Okay. And that one holds for quite a bit. Then we get into our main rhythm here. Starting the A section is D minor 7 to D minor 6. So the same D minor there. I'll turn that a bit so it's easier to see. That 6 in there. Then we go to A7. Okay. Then we have D minor 7 to G7. Okay. So we're going through that a bit. And B flat 7 to A7. Back to the D minor 7, D minor 6, A7. So it's essentially repeating itself. Okay. So from the A section, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Excuse me, out of that we should come from, okay, I'm so used to going to G7, I just went there. We shouldn't. And then from that point, it's basically repeating. So we're coming out of the B flat 7 and the A flat 7. So that turnaround, instead of giving us the B flat 7 and A flat 7 and then restarting, okay, we're going to play E minor 7, A7, and then D minor 7. So that gives us section B. In section B, we're going from D minor 7 to C major 7, B flat major 7, D flat major 7, and then E flat or E minor 7, A7. Back to our line. cycling through what we just covered. And what I'm doing here is that I'm playing, we're splitting the measures. It's in 3, but we're going to play, let's say, a beat and a half for the first chord and a beat and a half for the second chord. Not always do we have 2 chords, and in this instance we don't. We have 1 chord, so we're thinking 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then that's where it turns around and continues with what we've done. Then we've got section C, which is what we just led into, and it's actually quite a bit of a repeat of section B, but in C, letter C there, we are going from this line here so we're going into C7 at that point. And that's going to lead us into the next section, section D, which has us in the key of F. So I'm going to play F major 7 this way, and then I go to B flat major 7 this way. Okay, I'll turn that a little bit more. Maybe that's a little easier to see. Hard to play in that position. Maybe that's better to see. We'll see where we are. So anyway, section D, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Flat major 7 might be a bit of a jump from there to there, so I might put it here, especially since after that I have F or E flat major 7. Okay, so it's right there in that little position, a little easy to reach. From the F on measure 67, we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's how it comes up. We've got a coda there, so that'll end up being something that we come to again, skipping the rest and going to the end. But for the rest of the tune, we're basically going to be playing a lot of what we started with, which would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, going from the D minor 7 to the E7. So if this tune is on your list of tunes for your jazz band, have fun. There you go.